Hi everyone, thank you very much for stopping by and returning to the old world. Today, in an extra bonus video, we are looking very briefly at changes that are being made to the way that armor saves are being calculated. What do I mean by this? Well, the latest almanac from Games Workshop and currently found on warhammercommunity.com talks about Bretonnian Grail Knights having an armor save of 3+, and this is made up of heavy armor, shields, and a barded Bretonnian warhorse. Why is this any different? Well, historically, heavy armor gave you a 5+ save, shield would improve that by 1, so 4+ save, and barding would give you a 3+ save. However, there was also an extra bonus to your armor save from being mounted. So being on a barded warhorse improved your armor save by 2. What this means is that in 8th edition, your Bretonnian Grail Knights, indeed any Bretonnian Knight, would have had a 2+ armor save. Knights from some other factions, such as the Empire or Chaos, well, they got an even better armor save because full plate armor, or Chaos armor, which was the Chaos equivalent, actually gave you a starting point of a 4+ armor save. So that meant that Empire Knights, Chaos Knights had a mighty 1+ save. Yes, a natural one always failed, but it meant a strength 4 hit, which at the time had an armor penetration effect of 1 pip, meant your 1+ save became a 2+ save and was effectively unaltered, with only a 1 getting through, a natural 1 getting through. Now, while this isn't a huge shift, it's just 1 pip, 1 point. When we take into account that Games Workshop uses a D6 based system and has for a long time and shows absolutely no intention of moving away from that, actually it becomes quite significant. 1/6 of the time, someone that would have survived a hit is now going to take a wound. And if you've got a 1 wound model, as indeed most knights, including the really powerful looking Bretonnian Grail Knights, are, then it's that little bit easier to see them off the field in a box rather than having to flee. And we've seen from the almanac, and I've mentioned in my previous video, just how hard it's going to be to get these Grail Knights to go away. They need to fail 2 break tests before they can flee. No matter what happens on the face of it in their first break test, even if you get your double 6 and it's a catastrophic failure, they are only going to retire in good order. You're going to see them off twice before you get any joy from potential fleeing. I do think it's at the lighter end of the spectrum, however, where we're really going to see the impact of this change. Lighter horse, those with a 5+ save, maybe a 6+ save, the slightest of opportunities to stay alive if successfully wounded. Those saves are going to be reduced, and I think that'll be quite significant for those sort of units, the skirmishing units, making it slightly easier to clear off those chaff units getting in the way, to clear the screens and avoid that opportunity where there's just that one model sat right in your charge path, angled nicely to make it a real pain for you to close with the lines. We see in other gaming systems the importance of a +1 to a dice roll, and I think this loss of a pip of armor is going to be just as impactful. And if we look briefly at the Grail Knights, if a unit of Grail Knights charges another unit of Grail Knights, we're looking at an attack with an AP of 2, possibly 3. So that 3+ becomes a 5+ save. Only a third of wounds getting stopped unless Armour Bane 1 kicks in which case it's even less. Whereas in 8th edition, an AP of 2 would have meant a 4-up armour save, stopping 50% of those hits coming through. Now, obviously, yes, in previous editions, lances would have hit harder because a strength 4 person with a +2 strength would have got -3 anyway. But I think the point remains. So tell me, what are your thoughts around the change to armour saves? Do you agree that it looks like the +1 for being mounted is gone? Let me know in the comments. All that remains for me to say is thank you very much for listening. I am Return to the Old World. Have a great day.